Newcastle have been defeated quite...
Defeated?
Yeah.
Pummeled, mate. Pummeled.
Yeah, second half. We'll come to it, aren't they? This is the last word, the main video from NFTV. We're going to be talking about the lineup, the game. We'll hear from Brucey as well. But yeah, we're still at the Emirates filming. I'm joined by Fordey, I'm joined by Sam as well. Yeah, we are deflated, but we'll try and do this. Let's go with the lineup. Quite promising, except probably Hayden apologised about the wind.
Yeah, that was it. Took the words out of my mouth. Perfect lineup, I thought, apart from Hayden. Although Longstaff did offer a lot, but I just feel that we just didn't offer enough going forward. You know, Joe Linton needs to get in the box more, although he did have one of his better games. And yeah.
You see, Owen, you see?
What's that? What's his?
Owen didn't score very high in the ratings.
Well, listen, I've seen Joe Linton enough times to see what he's usually like. So for today's game, he definitely had a better game. But again, we still need someone who's in the box, because there was opportunities, especially in the first half, you know, where we needed someone just to be getting on the end of it, and that wasn't to be. But yeah, absolutely devastated to go down 4-0. 1-0, yeah, I could take, but after that we just capitulated, and Lazaro's to blame for the 2 of those goals. But we'll get onto that later on.
Let's talk about the first half, Sam. It was very promising the first 20 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, compared to how we've been playing recently. I know we were on a 8-game unbeaten run, but that's probably the best 45 minutes of the whole lot. I thought we were pretty good. We looked dangerous. The only thing was we didn't take our chances. Saint-Maximin's final pass needs some work. Lazaro looked exciting. Rose looked decent on the left. Almiron and ASM were causing them all kinds of problems, and Joe Linton was playing well. So it's just a shame how the second half panned out, but on the whole, first half was pretty decent.
Yeah, you talk about the first 20 minutes, we were brilliant. Yeah. Obviously, Joe Linton couldn't get his feet right, couldn't he? And Alan Saint-Maximin was a threat. But yeah, we're going into half time, and we were saying to each other, we want more of this, we'll have more of this. You know, Arsenal we made Arsenal look really, really average. But they scored quite early on, didn't they? 1-0. We'll obviously talk about, you've mentioned Lazaro there, he doesn't even bother jumping up. And Aubameyang, you're giving him space, and he's one of the best strikers in the world. And you're 1-0 down, and Lazaro doesn't even attempt to jump. Is that because he doesn't normally play there?
I don't know. I feel like first half, just going back to it quickly, I think we just ran out of steam after the first 20 minutes. We was all over them, and then obviously got in half time, good 0-0. Second half, we just didn't come out. And with Lazaro, yeah, he probably doesn't play there, but again, you've got to jump. Even a little barge off the ball that could put him off. And again, free header for Aubameyang, one of the most lethal strikers in Europe, let alone the Premier League. That's it, it's bread and butter to him. And then second one as well, you get into. But
no, we'll go on the second one as well. Yeah. So we'll come over to you, Sam, in a minute, because it happened dead quickly for the second one. Saka has a very good talent. Arsenal fans, he's very, very good. For a young lad, he literally megs him. Yes, he's at fault, Lazaro, for that, but who's picking up Pepe? He's on the penalty spot, he's free, and it's 2-0.
Well, yeah, like you said, I mean, he got nutmegged, ruined his career in literally 2 minutes. He did. Come on, he literally ruined his career in 2 minutes. Saka, phenomenal talent, nutmegs him. I don't know who was there picking up on Pepe, but it doesn't matter. After that, you clean through. All you got to do is just pick who's there who's available. Basically, that's the difference between the two. Though, with Arsenal, you had 3 or 4 men waiting in the box. With Newcastle, you barely had one, or not even one. So that's the difference between the two there, and it's 2-0. Game done and dusted.
You know, Manchester City getting kicked out the Champions League. You know, we could have went on this mini run, and you know, we could have dreamt. We could have dreamt. You know, fifth place gets you to that. But anyways. Talk to me about that. And so you're 2-0 down, the goals happened very quickly. You just think, okay, Bruce, you look at Bruce now and you think, okay, we need to now, yes, there's no striker on the bench, but at least change it. You did. You were saying it was too late though.
Yeah, 75 minutes I think the double substitution came, which the game had gone. I think, to emphasise Fordey's point, we probably did shoot our bolt in the first half. We weren't switched on. From the moment that whistle went in the second half, we did not look switched on. 2 goals, bang bang, game over, and it just didn't improve. He made the double changed formation. He must be watching our channel, because I think he switched to a 4-2-3-1.
And we the applauders for that, yeah. Is that Alan Smith in you?
My name's not Steve, so I've got no chance of getting on the coaching staff. But for them 5 minutes, we looked like we were getting back into the game. Maybe we could nick one and make the final 10 minutes look interesting. The problem I had was Bentaleb. So Hayden comes on, who obviously didn't start. Bentaleb's played every game since he's joined, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's played 90 minutes in them all. He hasn't played for God knows how long. This is his pre-season. You're sacrificing either a Hayden or a Longstaff, or I know Shelby's out injured at the moment, but you're sacrificing one of them for Bentaleb, who I don't really know what he brings compared to Shelby or the Longstaffs or Hayden. It doesn't really work.
Is that a fair point?
No, I totally agree. Like I was saying during the January transfer window, centre midfield especially, is not one of the areas that we need to strengthen. And obviously we can cut back onto not strengthening and getting another forward in. But again, he's completely right. Why did Bentaleb need to come in straight away, and what does he offer? You know, you've got Hayden there who, let's face it, has not really put a foot wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's been one of our best players this season, easily scored some crucial goals for us. But why is he being deputised for Bentaleb, who, as you said rightly, he's not even up to speed? And same with Lazaro as well. And that's probably part of the reason why Lazaro got caught out as well. So I don't know what Bentaleb offers. I'm not trying to get onto him, because I still think Lazaro was at fault for half of the goals. But like you said, if Bentaleb is being put ahead of Matty Longstaff, Hayden, two of our better players, then you've got to be bringing something really crucial to the team.
To be fair as well, when he did make that switch and went to a flat back four, you put in Hayden right back when Yedlin was on the bench today.
Yeah, but sorry, going back to Yedlin.
Yedlin's the right back.
I know it's the right back, but I still think Hayden's probably the best right wing back at the club, and he's not even the right wing back.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
That tells you this problem.
It's crazy, but he is probably the best right wing back that we've got at the club, and he's not even an actual right wing back.
That tells you the problem with that position alone. The third goal, look, it was an error by Dubravka. We don't have to go over that too much. It was poor. The fourth one, Lacazette seems to hit his own leg, and it goes in the top of the net. You might say it's fortunate. Well, it was fortunate.
That took the piss for me.
Yeah,
the fact that they can bring Lacazette on in 85th minute, scores within 5 minutes, and assisted as well. Yeah. The fact that they can do that anyway, just to bring Lacazette on, it just goes to show the golfing class, man.
Well, we were level with them before today's game, so maybe that's not a true reflection. Look, I think Arsenal, you might say that obviously the 5th place might be up for grabs with Manchester City, so they've got probably different aspirations to see what happens with them. Let's see what Steve Bruce said on today's game.
I don't think at half time none of us would have seen that, but you know, the one thing we've done over the weeks and months is be difficult to beat and difficult to play against, and unfortunately we've given away poor goals, which is not like us. I mean, you know, the third one and the first one in particular, where it really comes a floating crossing, and when we've got 3 centre backs and 2 full wing backs, we should be dealing with that. If we come to Arsenal, a cross into your box like that, that's the disappointing thing. And all of a sudden, within 2 minutes, the game's gone. You know, we chase it after them and have 1 or 2 really big chances, and didn't take them. And in the end, we've conceded 2 in a minute, or 2 in the last 2 minutes, which is harsh to take. But there was a lot of positives, you know, especially in the first half. That's as best we've played for a long time, in my opinion. So yes, we can take a lot of positives out of that, but we must defend and work better than what we did, especially with the goals we conceded in the second half.
Right, and that was Steve Bruce. Yes, it's disappointing, Fordey, and obviously he's deflated. But I felt Sean Longstaff was brilliant today, and I've been on his case. You're going to quiz me on that, are you?
No. I was
expecting me them eyes again.
No, I was expecting
you talking bollocks.
No. You talk bollocks? No, never. No, he was one of the better players. As I said, I still preferred Hayden to be in the team, but Longstaff did have a better game, but I wouldn't have said he was the stand-up player. I'd still give it to probably Saint-Maximin, and that's, at a push, only because he's the only one that can make it happen. No one else in that front three can make it happen. Almiron holds on to the ball for way too long. He either needs to take a shot or lay it off, and Saint-Maximin at least has an attempt on goal, and he did on the second half, hit the post. So yeah, that's what I'd give it to. But okay, if you want to go with Longstaff.
Yeah, you got to give it Sean. You got to get. There's a fantastic article on Sean Longstaff, NewcastleFansTV.com.
Right, plugging the articles. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I thought Sean was brilliant. The league table, then we'll have a little look at that quickly before we wrap up. It's as you were, obviously, with Newcastle this weekend, because obviously it's the second section of the Premier League having their winter break off. Look, I think Bruce has done an alright job. In fact, I'll rephrase. He's done a good job. We're sitting in 12th, and any fan mid-February will probably take that. We'll roll on Palace again, down Fordey's neck of the woods. So yeah, you can go and celebrate now your team won. Thanks for watching, take care, bye bye.
Just before we wrap up, some disturbing news. After the game, 4 Newcastle players, Bentaleb, Saint-Maximin, Atsu and Rose, decided to get the train back to Newcastle rather than taking the team coach. Reports say this has got nothing to do with any fallout. It's because the 4 players were concerned about Storm Dennis. They felt more safe getting the train back home, so they were allowed to do that. However, some Newcastle fans let the fan base down by verbally attacking the players after the performance against Arsenal. I'll leave you with these clips. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.
The lad was so disappointed. He stayed up there, everything. He was so disappointed, man.
Excuse
you
me.
boys should be like, just got this one. Who cares? We don't bother with the results. He doesn't.
Excuse me.
Sorry. He doesn't. Yeah, we told you.